Hello guys, I am Crafty Dad here, and I am here to show you guys a video on sewing a pillowcase. So the first thing that I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a previous pillowcase that I have made, and then I'm going to use it as a sample in order to be able to make the new pillowcase. So here's the old one. It has this red and green polka dot pattern on here, which looks a little bit pink right now because it is inside out, so it's a lot easier to measure for me. That is going to be side one. And then on side two here, it is a green pattern, solid green. And if you look closely here, you can see that there is actually a hole here. So there's actually two pieces. So on side two, there are two different pieces sewn together that overlap, so you can actually just put the pillow right inside. It makes it a lot easier than having to sew up a zipper or try to stuff a pillow in. And you know, this is just a pillowcase. It's not actually going to be attached to a single pillow. We'll be able to take it off and use it seasonal. So this is going to be the one that we're going to be using to measure, and then we're going to be actually using this material right here, which is going to be kind of a blue mint. So definitely a nice color, and it kind of matches the chairs that I'm sitting on, but I'm going to be using this one. So after I measure it out, we'll go ahead and measure it on here. We'll go ahead and cut it down, and then I will go ahead and sew it up. So I have my sewing machine right here next to me. It's my Singer, just a simple sewing machine, nothing too fancy. So I'll go ahead and measure these out. I have a little piece of paper here to make it a little bit easier for me so I don't have to try to commit it to memory. So here we go. This one is looking about 19 inches. So we'll try to go about 19 and a half. So side one, so right side one, we'll go 19 and a half. I want to give myself some overlap so that I could go ahead and have some room to pin it. Then this one is about 19 and a half as well. So 19 and a half by 19 and a half. So that's a perfect square. So that makes it really nice, but you can't just do that on the other side because there is that overlap. So what we'll do is I'll measure each one of these squares individually, or these rectangles, and then figure out what we're sitting at. So this piece right here is 11 and a half, and then it's sewn in about a half an inch on each, or quarter of an inch. So that's at half. So we'll go 11 and so side two is 11 and 1/2, and then what is this? This is by, I'm guessing it's going to be by 19 and a half. So yep, it is by 19 and a half, which only makes sense. So I'll write that down, and then I am sure that the inside measurement is going to be exactly the same. So it looks like it comes out to just about as far. So let me see. Pull that a little bit taut, and then I will measure it right across the center, and right there it is at 11 inches, so just about maybe 11 and a half. So we'll go 11 and a half by 19 and a half. So we'll go ahead and use these measurements for the three pieces that we'll be cutting. So we'll actually probably be able to cut two pieces and be able to cut one piece out of it, and then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and pin it up, and we will get it sewn up here, and we'll get it on our sewing machine. So I'll go ahead and take our sample piece, which, like I said, it's actually part of a set that I've done in a previous project. We'll go ahead and put this one away. So I'll put that aside over there, and then I have my cutting board here, so I could use two different tools. I could use my Fisker's little rotary cutting tool, so I can go ahead and come in here and bam, cut it, make it easy, or I can use my scissors here. These are just Singer scissors, so they cut very nice and smooth. But I'll go ahead and put those to the side because I am now going to go ahead and take out my material and see how it looks here, because I think I should have more than enough material. Let me see, this is at 23 by, looks like 23, so yeah, more than enough material. So now I'll just figure out where I want to start cutting from, and it will make it a little bit easier for me. Now the only thing that I am going to have a problem with is making sure that this is nice and square. So I think that's going to be my biggest issue here, being that I don't have any type of tool to really hold it out and make sure that it's square. But other than that, I will go ahead and use this board, and I'll try to line it up and do that and do it as best as I can. So we will measure here. So this will be one side, this one will be the side one, so this will be 19 and a half. Come here and measure it, mark it, 19 and a half right there, mark it right there, and where it's at, I use a little V, so when I do it, I don't just usually try to make one line, between two lines with the line right in between so I know where it's at. And I'll go towards the middle here. I'll do the same thing. Let me pull my tape up so that it doesn't pull it down. Go ahead and come in the middle here. Measure it out to 19 and a half. Right here, 19 and a half. And once again, I'm not sure if I told you guys in this video yet, but my other videos, I am definitely not a professional in making these things. I just kind of figure it out and look at it, see how things are done, and make it happen. So, if you guys have any type of comments or any type of critiques, anything that can help me out, because that is how I will take them. I will not take it as you're just trying to be rude and mean to me. So I'll take it as, hey, maybe they're trying to help me out. Then go ahead and let me know. And I'll go ahead and see if I can use that on my next project, and I'll try to get it worked in here. So right now, as I said, I don't really have any type of tools to make the line. So what I will use is this board here. So bear with me as I use this flat side and come over, and I will use it to make the line of where I will be cutting. So I pull it nice and taut, and I'll pull this out just a little bit, bring it down, make sure it's in between both red marks, and there. I'm trying to count how many are on each side to make sure it's even on both. Hoping that that is square right there. And I will go ahead and scribe a line. Right here, I will scribe a line. And I can see the line right there that I will be cutting. And I'll do the same thing on this side. Put this line right here. And there. And I'll scribe the line here. Line in here, and there you go. So now I have my line, and I will measure it again just to make sure, because I know in woodshop I was taught to measure twice and cut once, because once you cut, it's done. So, yep, that is at 19 and a half. Right here, bam, to 19 and a half. Measured anywhere, random one, pull it out to 19 and a half. So, you can go ahead and get this one cut. It'll be a 19 and a half. And then what we'll do is we will go ahead and have to cut this right on the line, I believe. Right, so we've got two 11.5-inch pieces to cut. So that will be exactly how much you'll have on the other side. So let me go ahead and pull this out. I will be cutting in two places. I'll be using the scissors on this one, so it'll make it a little bit easier for you to see. So I'll just go right here on this seam here. It goes right in the center. I'll be cutting it right down the seam, which looks very straight. As long as I take my time and stay, try to cut a little bit at this angle here because it is pulling. If I pulled it straight, then I can definitely cut it straight. Now I'm putting pressure on both sides. It's not going to be perfect, but the best thing about sewing is I don't think it's perfect. I see they're very good. So that is cut there. You see this piece will be the same as the other piece. I'll put my scissors down here, and I should be able to match both these pieces up. They should be mirror images of each other. Just about perfect. So now I'm going to cut the other piece, which is going to be right here. I will hold up my side 2, and this is side 1 that I'm working on right here. So on side 1, I will take my scissors and go ahead and cut this out right here, and this will make it at 19 and a half. Then I'll have to figure out the mirror where 19 and a half is, and I'll cut it there, and then I'll be good to go. Or I can go ahead and mark it out right now. That way I'm doing all my cutting at once. I think that'll be the better ticket. So This was a little crooked though, so what I'll try to do is see if I can straighten this. So I know this is fairly straight. So let me see if I can work this and get it at a 90 degree. Right there. Let me see if I can just go and work this across. Right there, I think that would make it straight. See, that looks like just right here, this edge is where it isn't straight, so I could probably just cut that and then that should be fairly straight, so won't have too much of a problem there. Slide this guy back underneath. Move this measure straight from here. 19 and a half. 19 and a half, make our little V. Got a V there. Go to the center. Come across, try to make sure that it looks straight to my eye. Don't do it all perfect, it is going to be very close though. That's 19 and a half. Figure if you want it perfect, then you don't ask a rookie to take on the project. But definitely not a rookie, not an expert. So this is 19 and a half right there. Bam, bam, bam. Go ahead and draw the lines out here. I see my lines. Goes down a bit. There we go, got those two. Good solid line. There we go. See, so now I will put this to protect my table, but other than that, there's no real need for it. So I'll come from this side. That is the first side that I have marked. And we'll go and start cutting. So here I will actually use the rotary cutter here to show you how that works. And how much easier that can be. From here I'm going to have to take it off though, so I'll go halfway and then I'll pull it back down. What I like to do is I like to pull it down. Sometimes I like to get something a little bit heavier to hold it down. Make sure that my piece is flat. Because basically you're coming out with this. You are just cutting down right here on the line. So now you're just pushing down on the line. What I find is if you try to go too fast, you mess up. So you come over here, and look. Right, see a little bit off on that one. So better to be off that way than the other way, alright? Don't go too fast. So now what I gotta do, I'm gonna have to pull it back. So there was this little piece here that looks like did not want to catch this. It's extremely sharp. So don't touch it with your hand. And I come right down to where I was at. And push down. Nice, firm. That doesn't matter. Look, bam. Comes right off. But that's all doesn't matter. Go ahead and put that piece aside. This one I can do almost the whole piece as well. I'll tell you right now, make sure your digits are away from this because it will cut right through them. And I'm telling you, this thing is razor sharp. I mean razor sharp. It will surely be able to cut off a finger. You gotta make sure you're putting constant pressure. Some of these spots are not putting a lot of hard pressure through. You cannot get into it. It's always good to miss wide and not miss into your piece because this is your piece that you're looking. So don't want to miss in here. Cut up your material. Okay, so there we go. That Notice how easy that is. Push the little button on the side, it pops back in, and bam, I already got my piece fully cut. See a little piece right here where I had some trouble. I could take my scissors and go ahead and see it, and it's very evident where that got off the line. I can go trim it there. I can take some of these pieces and keep it. So that is side 1, or let's say side A. Makes it a little bit easier because side B has 2 pieces. So when we work on the second side, it is going to be a little bit different. But let's check it out. So we have this piece here. Work off this side and this piece here. Let's go to measure it out and get everything reset. Drop my paper down here. So go ahead. It is going to be 11.5 by 19.5. Right, so first things first, let's measure it out. Take 19.5 to 11.5. Right there is 22, and this one is the same, right? It's 22.5. So if we go 11.5 and 11, so it'll be 22.5, unless we're missing that a little bit. That's as much as we can do. So the overlap is still going to be significant, because when we look at our other piece, I think the overlap was a good 4 to 6 inches, so we're going to have a significant amount of overlap. So we don't have to worry too much. We can actually probably go 11 by 11, but like I said, we'll go 11.5 and 11.5. So the first one that we will measure out and cut is our 19.5, which is what we did last time, and this one looks like that's our straightest edge. We'll go from here. Pencil, more red pencil, 19.5. Right there, 19.5, and this one, here's my little mark. Come on up, 19.5. Slide it down towards me, because I'm getting smarter now. I'm going to reach when I don't have to. Slide it on over. Oh, 19.5. So now, as I said, I don't have any fancy tools. I don't have a T-square or anything of that nature. I'm not sure what you would use, but that's what I would think, because I use the wood shop. That's kind of where I got most of my, technique would be from, is using tools in the wood shop in high school. But now, I have expanded to sewing and to knitting and a whole bunch of other things. So we keep on working on it, and it's getting better. There's no reason not to, correctly. No reason not to get better and better and better. Everyone wants to get better, and might as well be on things that are useful. I'm not sure if this was super crooked. Measure it out, because what do? Measure twice, cut once. So on there, and that is 19 and a half. Okay, 19 and a half right there. This one, 19 and a half. This one up here, 19 and a half. Maybe it's just the light in my eyes, I'm just not seeing it right. But we'll go ahead and cut this one right now, because I think I want you to cut this one out, and then we'll figure out the other part, the 11s. It'll be easier for me to work with something a little bit smaller. I'm cutting off the edge that has all these holes in it, so not sure if you can see it. But right here, it has all these holes from where it looks like it was taken apart, or whatever it may have been. So now I'm putting down hard pressure, holding it pretty taut. And I'm going to stop, because I'm getting close to the board and I don't want to cut up my table, because that has happened before. Not to move into this table, but it has happened, so There we go. Push the button. This piece will slide right off. We have our scrap pieces here. I'm going to put that to the side. So this is both. They're sitting at 19.5 inches. Now what we got to do is we have to cut one at 11 and the other one at 11. And that is 22, and actually looks like about 2 inch overlap. My measurement just became in my head. So what we'll do here is we'll take our tape measure this out to 11 inches. 1 at 11.5. This is at to 23.5. Okay, 23. I guess we can do 11.5 and 11.5, barely scraping by. So maybe we can just fold it in half and go. Or I will cut 2 at 11.5. That is awesome. It barely scrapes by. At 23, it's exactly right there. So that'll be 11.5. Okay, so as I was saying, it was perfect. As we used to say when we play video games. Anybody remembers that video game? Perfect. There we go there. So that's at 11.5. Now we'll take our board here. We will draw. Clean. So now I have to be very careful because I am using both sides too. So right here looks like it is holding on. So this one might come out a little bit sketchy looking. So these will actually be almost the same size. So once I put them up to each other, you'll see there's actually almost no. Almost identical. See, so as I said, I don't even know if there's any real overlap here. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and leave these as they are. I won't have to cut this other one because what I'm going to be doing is the next step of this is I'm going to have to fold this one over and iron it flat. Because once I bring it on, and I will show you on this other one, what happens is we will want to create that nice clean cuff look. So in order to make that cuff look, we have to fold it over on itself and then we have to sew it together. But doing that, I will be trying to iron this. So I will take a break right now. I will go ahead and iron that and then I will come back and then we will be good to go. And then I will start pinning this one together and then we will start sewing it. So you guys will see that in the next part of the video, which will come up in about a couple seconds. Hey there guys, so I am back now and I have my pieces. So I am on side B and I got this all pinned up, so you can see that. I got it pinned up here. I got both pieces pinned up, so I've already ironed it and I got it pinned up, so it's nice, has a good crease on there. So now what I am going to do is go ahead and sew this up. So basically I am just hemming the side of it. What I am doing, so I will move some of my supplies here behind me. Now I have got my sewing machine ready. I already have the bobbin down below. I'm just going to do a straight stitch, and then I already have my thread here. It's going to be nice and simple. I'm just going to run it straight through and it should be very easy. Let me go ahead and move this one to the side so that I don't get it bunched up and don't get it bunched up there and then cause a problem. So I'll go ahead and lower my foot here. I'm not going to do too far of a seam. And then, one thing that I forgot to do, I'm going to pull this off because I was working on some different material, so I went ahead and flipped this switch, so I lowered the feet there. Let me go ahead and raise those back up so it'll grab onto this material, and it will go ahead and sew for us. Down right there. Don't have too much, so I have to come pretty close. Now that I'm feeling how far, it looks like I have about 1/4 of an inch, so I will a little bit closer here. Lower my foot down, and I will Just nice and slow as it pushes it through. Make sure my stitch is looking good before I start putting it through. And I will run it with both hands. Like I said, a nominal speed. I'm not going to go too fast. Oh, that one right there. See, I just hit the needle. Let me go ahead and move it. That pin, and then it bent that pin over, but I do have some pins here, and if I go at the right speed though, I could definitely go around them, because I could always stretch out a stitch just a little bit more. So like right here I see a pin's coming up, so I'm going to go ahead and move it just a little bit more than it would normally go. Right there, see, I didn't, and I got the pin. This guy free. Going faster for me is a little bit easier, but what happens is I don't have a table for my sewing machine, so my sewing machine usually wiggles around. See, everything's looking pretty good there so far. So usually I put a towel down when I'm working on things that need to go, that need to be perfect. Right here I'm coming towards the end, so what I'm going to do is make sure that I hit this back to go ahead and seal it off, but not yet. I'm going to go a couple more stitches in. And if you saw right there what happened at the same time is I have went backwards, locked it, and then I will go ahead and look at these to see if I need to, no, looks like it's pretty good tied off there, so that one is done. I'll go ahead and pull out all of these pins now. So I'll go and get my push pin here, slide this over, and I'll go one by one and pull these out so that I do not lose a pin like one of these guys, and then what ends up happening is, yep, you would guess it, ends up on the floor. When it ends up on the floor, it ends up in your foot. Nobody wants a pin in their foot because it does not feel good. So I did bend one of these pins, whoop, and it is the next pin that I'm going to pull out. So this one right here got bent, so you can see where it's bent at, so I will go ahead and put this one to the side. Now I know I can either replace it or I'll definitely get rid of it because I do not want to use it again. If it is bent, it will make it really hard to go ahead and get through the fabric and make sure that I'm in a straight line when I'm trying to pin something up. So, go ahead and do that. So now this is looking pretty good right here. I can go ahead and cut this tail down just like that. And as you can see, voila, that will be one of the parts where the pillow can open up and you can go ahead and put the pillowcase together. So now I will set this one aside because this is going to be ready to get pinned to the other piece. I will put the push pins aside, swing my sewing machine back in, put it on top of my wet towel. Now it will be firmly in place. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my other side, so this is for portion is done now. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. And I need to, let's see, I can't even slide this over because now it's all wet. It has a lot of friction there. So go ahead and front, it will look really clean. There you go, see, so that's how that'll look. So now what I need to do is I will go ahead and turn this off and move my sewing machine to the side because now I am back to pinning. So the fun part, the part that everybody loves, pinning. So because what I'm going to do is be flipping this inside out, the one thing that I do want to make sure is that it looks like there is a smoother side to it. So I want to make sure that smooth side is the side that's going to be showing. And because what I will be doing is flipping it inside out, the smooth side is going to be showing, facing me. And then these that have been sewn nice and smooth are going to be facing in. So what I will do is get these scissors and cut these down. Little trimmers, ones you just snip, 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 makes it nice and easy. So what I need to do here now is just line up these edges, line up the corners here, and look, 19.5 inches. So what happens? It's perfect. This goes perfect along the edge, 19.5. So now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and fast forward this for you, but I will be pinning this together all the way around. So this will be nice and fun. So now it is about time to get this last pin. Those are sitting here, so you don't want any extra pins lying around. Cool, what happens with extra pins? They end up on the floor. So now I'm just going to go ahead and sew just straight down, straight down, straight down, straight down. Once I do that, we'll go ahead and be able to turn this inside out and we will be good to go. So now I will go ahead and move this over. The only thing that I'm concerned with right now is my bobbin, because right now I may run out of string or thread on my bobbin. If I run out of thread on my bobbin, then I'll have to re-thread it real quick and then continue. So hopefully that won't happen. Hopefully I'll have enough still. Never tell on this one because the bobbin is hidden underneath. So I will go ahead and start working on this one. Just a little bit as I get there because I gotta go ahead and seal it. So I pulled it down a couple times. Gonna cut that there. And it looks like it went all the way around. So I'll go ahead and just clean this out here because every once in a while when I do that, a couple strings come. Cut this. I will put my sewing machine, turn it off. Again, I'm just using a Singer simple sewing machine. It has, pretty good features here. It has a buttonhole and everything, but it's a simple machine. Nothing too fancy. So go ahead and move back here on the chair. That back here, so it's off to the side. Won't need that anymore. Go ahead and move my towel. Won't need my towel anymore. All I will need now is my pin cushion, my project. So I'll start putting these back in here. And let's see, get the scissors and I'll trim this out real quick. Just do some quick trimming. Like I said, not too much, just enough to where I feel comfortable with the project. You know, then you maybe trim just. So there we go. Now what we do is just go ahead and take the corners, fold it inside out here, and we are going to be done with this project. Grab each corner, fold it inside out, stick my hand back in it, and poke each corner to make it nice and sharp. Now, one thing that was clearly told to me, I'm going to put some sharp corners on these, so please make sure you have sharp edges when you sew them up. I'm sure I can do that. That is not a problem at all, so I'm going to use my finger, find this little corner, push it out to right where I can see the stitching. Every single corner is the same thing here. Hold it with your finger. The stitching is on both sides. It's nice and sharp. All the way around this one. It's already sharp. And then, this one did not hold for some reason, but yeah, there we go. And we have our pillowcase right there. Good to go. Go get the pillow, slide it in, and we are ready. So, there you go. Probably take us about 30 minutes or so to make this pillowcase. Don't think it'll take us any longer than that. I'll go ahead and iron it out. And yeah, thank you guys for watching my video. Once again, it's Crafty Dad. If you guys need to go down, subscribe, that would be awesome. And check out my next video, which will come out. I'll probably be doing, I believe, a beanie or a scarf. And you guys can check that out and see how cool it is. But yeah, here it is right here. It took me about 30 minutes or so, and that's it. Has the slit in the back. We can just go and slide in your pillow and slide it back in, and you're good to go. You can make a bunch of these in different colors, and then you have them for different parts of the season. So you're ready to go. Thank you again for watching my video, and subscribe. Hope you guys have a good night.